Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Makakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, that be like unto the speckled bird, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. Say shalom to you Akim out there. And this is a sit-down lesson for December the 28th, 2022 at 4:31 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This news article from CNBC.com. And this is published by Alex Heron and Tana Mitchell. And this was updated December the 28th, 2022. And it reads, the Dow Jones closes more than negative 350 points lower. Broad sell-off. Apple tumbles 3%. The sales fell off on Wednesday as traders looks to end of a losing year and brace themselves for 2023. The Dow Jones Industrial Average lost negative 365.85 points, or 1.1% to 32,875.71 points. And the S&P 500 fell 1.2% to 3,783.22, and the Nasdaq Composite dropped 1.35% to 10,213.29. Apple weights heavy on the Dow as the broke a key level and fell another 52-week low. Energy was the biggest lagger in the S&P 500 as oil and natural gas prices slide. The EQT, APA, and Marathon Oil was amongst notable losers in the index. Meanwhile, the Southwest Airlines continued its slide as it canceled flights in several weather conditions. But the shares fell more than 5%. Stocks are finally clawed into the green in Fusion, but it didn't hold. Said St. Louis Nivier, founder of chief investor, officer of growth and investing firm Nivier and Associates. On low volume, the market is trying its best to keep its head above water.
Hey, you still got some money on your card?
Sure, don't only but like 93 cents.
Nah.
So and it says on low volume market is trying its best to keep its head above water after a disappointing start to the official Santa Claus rally. It is a bit of reversion to the mean as sectors hit its hardest are seeing some bottom official.
Mr. Anders.
It says,
You ever heard of PP Journey? When that frog looking dude, that frog, you can see that frog, like he got a body and shit.
yeah.
And then like they saying that's how ugly you is and shit like that.
Right.
But that thing went so far, they got him doing like real life stuff and acting like he Jesus or acting like he devil.
Right.
Acting like kind of stone, a human piece stone. It's all type of shit. They're making it look real. But it's in cartoon anime.
Right. We'll continue on with the reading. Salaki for that. I was talking to my brother. It says the market appears to be exhausted, understandably no longer expecting a large technical rally, and just hope to get to Friday afternoon without any further meaningful losses. nearly added most of the year measures uncertain. China. Any any word, any you know what, the war in Ukraine, tight energy supplies, and hawkish central banks will be waiting for us on the other side. And the final week of trading winds down. The stock market is on track for its worst since 2008. Wow. It says the NASDAQ has performed the worst of the three index, losing 34.7% this year as investors rotate out of growth stocks, amending rising recession fears as tech companies within the NASDAQ are almost sensitive to the interest rate hikes. The Dow Jones and S&P 500 are on track to lose 9.5% and 20.6% respectively. And it says economic data released on Wednesday, including impending home sales, which slipped 4.0% in November on a monthly basis, according to the National Association of Retailers. The drop came as a high mortgage rate gives prospective buyers cold feet. The economist poll by the Dow Jones has expected a decline of 1.8%. There are clear signs that the economy is slowing and demonstrating today by pending home sales falling the second lowest level on record, says Brian Levin, global market strategist in Invesco. Home sales are historically good driver for the economy, active as a new home sales support many industries. At the same time, the rates continue to edge up as the Federal still signal a hawkish stance. In short, investors are hoping for the proverbial soft landing, but challenges persist. So yeah, as we see today, the markets fell today at a negative rate of negative 365 points, and it fails from 33,000 to 32,000. And the S&P 500, along with the Nasdaq Composite, they both fell. Still have the increasing concerns of the fear of a recession entering 2023. And as this is a final week of the markets, as we see today, the Nasdaq, Dow Jones, and the S&P 500, they all fell today in the negatives range. As I mentioned before, with the continual impending of the recession, even though you have the inflation rates slipping for the past couple of weeks or a month or two or so, but expect those potentially increase a little bit more, and especially with the gas prices, consumer spending, those gonna increase back up as well too, even though they kind of increase a little bit down more. But the main thing is the market has crashed today because I believe they're having some more pending data to come this week of the home sales and the data statistics of it. See what the market's gonna react to that. Because, as I mentioned before, I've been doing sit down lessons in regards to, the markets, because it's a balanced scale. If they had some good solid gains or some negative gains, because the stocks and market, they react to what's going on globally, economically, data statistic wise, or what announcement comes from the Federal Reserves, if they're gonna increase a federal tax hike due to the inflation, due to the potential risks of the economy, of a recession, which is entering into fears of that entering 2023. When that comes ahead next week, when 2023 rolls around next week, they still gonna have increasing fears of a potential recession, uh, potential consumer spending, potential inflation gonna increase right back up, and gas prices, oil productions, and these businesses and stocks and bonds of these companies investing in these CEOs. They're gonna see if there is gonna be a good solid rally for 2023 and for this last week of this stocks exchange and markets. So it all depends on how the way the stocks and markets reacts of what's going on economically, data statistic wise, and what the Federal Reserves, if they're gonna raise the federal tax rate. So that's what the stocks and bonds, the stocks are meant to say react to what's going on, on the economic and database scale. So with that, I hope this sit-down lesson was edifying on this December 28th, 2022 of this news article that I just brought out. So with that, I would like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Karkadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, pushing his word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, pushing the word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim that be like unto the speckled bird, pushing the word truthfully and sincerely. And until next time, I will say shalom and above.